Hi guys, I just want to show you the problems that I have been having with eBay. This is a seller that is selling a 2004 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500. This is their page. According to the description, they were selling this because it says it was running fine when I parked it indoors about 10 years ago when I was having operations for chemo for cancer. Says I do not feel I will ever be able to ride again, so I must sell. It gives a description of all the things the seller has done to it. I will not deliver. Lubbock, Texas, $999. I have the title. Email for questions. It's being sold as is. It's non-running. I don't want to crank it over without cleaning the fuel system up. You need to pick it up, blah, 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 all of this stuff. I did offer this seller $600, and they were selling it for $999. Let's go to messages. I have had so many problems out of eBay with local pickup or shipping available with secure purchase, and that is why I actually tried to buy from this seller. Now, I do know that this was probably a scam, but that is not my main concern. That's why I retracted the bid. And also, if I could just get to this is kind of hard. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's not it. Hold on. So this is the conversation that I had with the seller. As you can see, I sent an offer of $600. The bike did come with a doggy car and a saddlebag. I'm not gonna ride my dog around in the car, and I didn't need the saddlebag, so I told the seller I do not want the sidecar or the side saddles. You do not need to include these items. I have made you an offer. Thank you. I did retract the offer upon finding that it was a scam, and also upon finding that getting another motorcycle from a different dealer that I have parked outside right now. So the seller wrote me back and said, did you not read the ad? I will never ride again due to medical problems. Why would I want to keep the sidecar and bags? The dog's sidecar is what makes the bike special, so you may want to look for a bike without it. I replied to the seller, LOL, maybe you should sell on Craigslist. That's where all the angry and aggressive people go. I hope you feel better. Heal up. This seller contacted me back. The people you attract with cheap stuff is really not worth the problems they cause. After that, I did report the seller, or report the conversation as well. Yep, exactly why I've just reported you. No one in their right mind should be this angry at a random person they don't know. Have a nice day. And if your motorcycle was indeed so cheap, why did you buy it? And why are you trying to pawn your so-called cheap stuff off on someone else for $999? Smells like a scam to me. Or maybe it's just insecurity being projected onto someone who you felt was weaker than you and would internalize it. Who knows? LOL, please do not contact me again. You have been reported twice. Leave it be. What's done is done. The seller contacted me back. You're funny. Spelled YOUR. I told the seller, you have been reported for a third time, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. And by the way, I think the word you are looking for is your. YOU apostrophe RE. You're funny, as in the contraction of the word you are. The word your is a possessive adjective used to indicate belonging or relation to the person or people being addressed. If you're going to try and insult me, please do so properly. Please do not contact me ever again, as each time you do, you will be reported immediately. There's no reason for you to be this angry over something as simple as a doggy car and saddlebags. You could have sold those separately or trashed them for all I care, but you are not entitled to fault some random person and actually take to antagonizing and harassing someone who's paying you their hard earned cash for your so called cheap stuff for not wanting something they themselves would not use just because you think it's unique. Then maybe keep your uniqueness to yourself and take your business elsewhere. I've already got a brand new 2020 XL 12,000 today, so I no longer need your services, which is also why I retracted the bid. Stop being so ridiculously angry and take a sit. Go pamper yourself, take a relaxing bubble bath, go outside and touch the grass. Do something to make yourself happy and do not contact me again. This is not the first time that I have faced scammers. The first time that I have faced racism, antagonization. I reported that seller multiple times, and nothing has been done. Nothing at all. eBay does not protect buyers on their platform anymore. It's been years since they have protected their buyers. And unfortunately, there are also a lot of angry, racist people who take to selling on eBay. So I would suggest, if you are an African American or a person of color, stay away from eBay. Amazon is bad enough, but eBay is a cesspool of scammers and angry people. I've also tried to sell on eBay before. I was trying to sell a name brand harp, $3,000 lap harp, and I faced a lot of scammers trying to have me send the harp with no money. I faced a lot of angry racist people sending me messages that were not interested in buying the harp, but just interested in antagonizing someone that they saw was of a certain color. Fortunately, this will be my last time having anything to do with eBay at all. I have also heard that people from Amazon, well, from what I've heard, they buy from Amazon and then mark up the price and sell it on eBay, because eBay does not have any sort of protection or anything at all anymore for its sellers, for its buyers especially. And if you are of a certain color and you try to sell on eBay, you're going to have a whole host of different sets of problems. So at this point, I have nothing to do with eBay anymore. And unfortunately, it's probably going to come down to a point where I have nothing to do with Amazon either. There are still certain things I have to buy on Amazon. It's hard for me to get out of the house. Being an African American, well, actually, I'm not African American. Found out I was actually Nigerian, but being a dark-skinned woman, it's also hard for me to go in store here in Illinois and actually buy things without facing retaliation, some sort of hatred, people just doing silly things, trying to scam you in store, giving you things that don't work, just being evil and ridiculously angry for no reason. And unfortunately, in my area, I don't know if this is throughout Illinois, period, but in the area that I live in, the town that I live in, it's not just the Caucasian people that are angry and violent. I've faced that sort of thing from just about everyone of every color. Um, Fortunately, in the African American neighborhoods, I don't face that. They seem to have a different attitude than the ones who hang around the usual 24/7 and feel like they actually like them. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but this is the problem I have with eBay. I will never buy or sell from them again. This is the last time. And I've also had it where I've bought things from eBay and the seller will make the shipping label and the shipping won't move because they actually haven't put it in the mail. And when they put the tracking number in there, that comes from the shipping label. Of course, you're going to get a tracking number when you make the shipping label. Unfortunately, as I said, they don't put it in the mail. So when they put the tracking number, log in onto eBay, the platform, it looks as if the item has been shipped according to eBay, but they never put it in the mail. So when you complain to eBay, hey, I haven't gotten my item yet, they just tell you, well, the tracking number was put in the system and it was shipped off on this date, which it would look like that because the shipping label was made and the tracking number was logged into the eBay platform. But the item was actually never put in the mail. And if you call the whatever shipping company the seller chooses to use, they will always tell you, well, we never actually got the package. We just had the shipping label. The shipping label was printed, but we never actually got the package. Well, that's because the seller never put the package in the mail. They just made the shipping label to make it look like the item had been shipped off according to the eBay platform. And unfortunately, eBay will make you wait 2-3 weeks before you can actually file a report. So usually you have to take to your bank. And unfortunately, as a dark-skinned woman here in Illinois, even the banks don't want to help you. I have lost hundreds of dollars because of this. Uh, um, the last thing I bought, yeah, I don't like to really go through it because what's done is done, and I don't like to recount uh, all the things that I have to go through just being a dark-skinned woman um, in the state of Illinois, and especially in the town that I live in. Tinley Park seems to be very angry, very hateful, and it's not always about the color of your skin, although that is the main culprit here. Sometimes they just hate because the sun came up. They hate you because you're a woman. They hate you because you're intelligent. They hate you because you lost weight. They hate you because you gained weight. They hate you because your hair is short. They hate you because your hair is a different color. They hate your dreads. They hate your not dreads. They just hate, 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 hate. I've had people literally take to becoming physically violent with me just because I walk around with a smile on my face. It's really bad in Tinley Park. It's And like I said, it's not always the main people that you would think would be hateful that way that have taken to becoming violent and subjecting me to antagonization and gaslighting. Um, I've faced this from many different cultures and races here in Tinley Park. It's come to a point where I do no business in this neighborhood anymore, like none. Um, and yeah, it's just, I mean, I've had to lace my entire house, this apartment, and including my car with cameras that run 24/7, because I have had people come and cause property damage in the middle of the night due to their anger. Well, yeah, but I found a way to navigate these things and keep my joy regardless of what happens. It's just unfortunate that um, anybody would stay that angry 24/7, which doesn't make sense to me. But hey, there's nothing I could do about it. I can only control my reaction to it. And this is my reaction to keep my joy and learn how to legally protect myself. Um, so that is my story. And I am about to go outside and start up my bike. Okay, see you guys.